Well, greetings. Greetings to you and happy holidays. It's December 5th. I'm still waiting for updates as to what is the situation with the soon-to-be extradited cash grant confused Azruddin Mohammed. I'm still waiting for updates on that. But in the meantime, Uncensored Guyana must go on. And I'm your host, Dr. Prostate. I'm your precious gift. I am your precious gift, and I'm here to deliver as oft as possible the gift of information, the gift of encouragement, the gift so that you know that I stand with our government, I stand with truth, I stand with justice, I stand with peace, I stand with progress, I stand with prosperity, I stand with good fortune, I stand with good health, I stand with that. In capsule, I stand with the People's Progressive Party, the only party that can take Guyana and that has taken Guyana out of the quagmire of pain, neglect, isolation, desolation, destruction, aggravation, the PNC. The PPP has consistently stayed on the pathway towards the journey in bringing all Guyanese so that their dream can become a reality. Their progress can become their fortune. And now, the possibility of longevity. As long as you Guyanese, listen, as long as you eat healthy, you follow the guidelines of good moral social practices, you stay out of prison, you stay out of crime, you work and contribute towards your country's development, you contribute towards your family structure. As long as you can do that consistently, Guyanese, your life is guaranteed. The longevity of your life is guaranteed. Just hold 1 minute, hold 1 second for me. People only call me when I'm online. Yeah. Your longevity is guaranteed. The entire policy of the Ali government, everything that the government has been doing, is to guarantee Guyanese long life. Because if you don't experience long life, a healthy, full life, what's the point? What becomes of Guyana? Guyana becomes like Japan, where nobody's reproducing, where you have an aging population and nobody wants to replenish. No, the whole policy of the Ali government is to make sure that people want to live, that you want to live. This is why the government has implemented policies to assure the Guyanese people that your security is of utmost concern, that you must be safe wherever you go. You must be protected under the law. You must experience your rights as a citizen. This is why the government is emphasizing and implementing these policies, because they want Guyanese to be stress-free so they can live long lives. The life expectancy rate under the PPP has increased. Under the PNC in 5 years. Look at the stats. Look at the statistics. In 5 years under the PNC, you had a reduction of birth rate, you had an increase of deaths, you had an increase of chronic diseases. Under the PNC, look at the data. Go to the websites and look for yourself. Make your comparisons. The PNC were killing people. They want people to die so they can possess their land, so they can steal their pension, so they can foreclose on their property. The PNC wanted Guyanese to die. They wanted Guyanese to retire, to leave the country, to get into prison. The PNC wanted that because that's how they can steal your assets. That's how they can steal the rights that you have in enjoying the fruits of your country. The PNC wanted that. Look at this. I'm inviting you to look at the facts. Examine the facts. Don't take my word for it. Pull up data. Make your comparisons. And you would see in the first 3 years, 2.5 years, because we can't count 2020 to 2020, 22.5. We have to count from mid-2022 to 2025. Look at the 2.5 years where the president really got a chance to be president. Look at all that was achieved. Look at the breakthrough. Look at now, 2 months into his second term. Look at what's happening. Recently, a brand new steamer boat from Parika that takes people to Supernam, I think. Yes, you could have a coast there. Look at all the airlines that found their way in Guyana. Any part of the world you can go to from Guyana. Direct flight. Look at the public infrastructure, the roads that were being built, the highways that are being built, the many hospitals throughout the country that was commissioned and are currently being built. Look at the morale. Look at the morale of the military. Look at the morale of the police force. Look at the morale of the government sector. Every aspect of Guyana, morale has risen. Every aspect. The country is on a path where people want to live because they want to experience tomorrow in Guyana. They want to experience another year in Guyana. They want to see and to experience their own lives in their new apartment or their new home. They want that. And the Ali government is encouraging Guyanese to live. Hey, you have a lot to live for. If the wife is stressing you, don't go kill yourself because you have much more important things than her, besides her, to live for. If your kids are stressing you out, don't bother yourself because you have much more material motivation to live for, besides some ungrateful kids. Don't let people push you to the point where you go commit a crime and you have to spend the rest of your life in prison, or you can die in the process of retaliation. The Ali government is guaranteeing the Guyanese people, live as if you have something to live for. Think with your future. Make decisions with your future. Because before you know it, you are in your own house. You are running your own business. You are eating like a king, like a queen. This is what the government is instilling, is inspiring Guyanese. People are leaving other parts of the world to go to Guyana to enjoy the fruits of that nation. And the people right there can't see that. And they have much more rights and privileges. And they're not taking advantage of it. Why? Why? Because the problem persists. And the problem that persists is the PNC. What does it mean? Plenty, non-stop complaining. Plenty. Blah, 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 blah. Knock, 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 knock. Yaddy, 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 yaddy. Non-stop. They don't get tired of complaining. That's the PNC. They complain all the time. They never get tired. So it's non-stop. It's non-stop. Even when they were in government, they still complain because they want to distract you from the thievery, from the things they were doing. So they complain. And now they have a new kid that joined them. I don't know which part of Azruddin Mohammed is Indian. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell which part of him is because yeah. Because the thing about it is, he complains. You would think the man has a problem. Okay, yeah, he does have a problem, but Azruddin Mohammed complains as if he doesn't know where his next meal comes from. He complains as if he's waiting on a government salary to live his life. He complains as if he has to deal with the everyday challenges like the average Guyanese. This man is a multi-billionaire that owes the government, the country, the people that he is constantly complaining to. He owes them in excess of 191 billion Guyana dollars. He owes the people he's complaining to. And you would think that this is some innocent, low energy. Well, he is a low energy, but some innocent low energy ghetto soon to be or wannabe. You won't think this man lived all his life as a corrupt person, then corrupt businessman. And now he wants to lead a bunch of Negroes, a bunch of idiot Negroes. He wants to lead them as the opposition leader. Mr. Mohammed, I call you Mr. Mohammed because I'm not apologizing, but I was wrong. From sources within your camp, Azruddin Mohammed, sources close to you leaked to me that you have discussed with your father and your sister about giving cash grants to some people in Linden. Not everybody, some people. Because of the fact that you cannot identify your voters in Linden, because that is something that nobody have access to. You don't know them by name or by address. You are planning some event in Linden. Azruddin is planning some event in Linden in anticipation that he doesn't get extradited beyond the 10th next Wednesday. If he is still in Guyana next Wednesday or after next Wednesday, between the 10th and the 25th, Azruddin Mohammed has planned, they have already decided to have an event in Linden And the event, they're not going to announce what they're going to be doing in terms of, it's a surprise. They would say it's a surprise. But they have some blank checks with for people to fold their names in. Blank checks. And the blank checks, the amount is already filled. Based on sources, it is $250 Guyana each. He would be distributing to Lindeners who would attend this public gathering or this public whatever the fuck it is. Azruddin Mohammed, my sources, your people, revealed that to me, that you have decided, you, your father, your sister, and somebody else, some other fucking lunatic, decided that you're going to offer $250,000 Guyana in grants, in cash grants to Lindeners. But only those who would come to your meeting, whatever meeting you plan to have there before the 25th. Well, it has to be the week before Christmas because people would need that money to go spend. You know, they want to buy some shoe or buy some bag or marijuana or some fucking cocaine. They want to use the money for something, so you gotta give it to them before. So Azruddin, I believe my sources because they always give me information. I believe my sources. The same sources told me that you're planning to oust President Ali before September next year, as if you're going to be, well, if you're in the country, you're planning to oust the government. Oust the government. The oust, like Norton. Oust the government by September next year. Same source. They said, you are going to give cash grants to Lindeners of $250,000 Guyana each before Christmas. Now, my thing is with that, Azruddin, my thing is with that. You can't tell which Lindener voted for you. And not because they don't come to the rally that you will be having soon, it means that you should punish them and only say, okay, well, if only 500 people come, it's 500 people we're going to give this check to. You got thousands of votes in Linden. What kind of an underground, undercover, fucking low-life wedding is this? It's like a wedding that you don't have enough food for people, and you're just gossiping. So who here? And then the next thing you know, the day of the wedding, then you make a big public announcement. You very well know that people wouldn't see it. They won't have time to go buy things to come. Then you hold the wedding and you say, well, I announced it. You missed out. You're planning this thing secretly because you don't want people to come. And then you will say, well, we had this event, we gave all the cash grants, but you didn't come. So is that the reason why you insulted that young lady? Because she also apparently heard about it and she asked you and you told her not to film you if she's from Linden? I got that information too. You told the young lady, don't film you because apparently she had her phone. You think she was filming. Maybe she was recording. I don't know. But she wanted to confirm. And then you insulted the woman to ask, are you from Linden? So what if I'm giving cash grant? Are you from Linden? That is not a good way to start. You are not even opposition leaders yet, and you are insulting them Negroes. They voted for you. The girl only wanted to know if she's going to get her cash grant. Does she got to be from Linden? You got votes in Region 4 too. You got Amerindian votes as well. You got votes in Berbice. You got votes on Demerara. What happened to those people? Only Linden. You are discriminated against the rest of Guyana who voted for you. According to the data, Azruddin, you received over 190,000 votes. Over 190,000 votes. If you're going to give out cash grants, you got to keep that number in mind. Keep the number in mind that the people who voted for you is over 190,000. Is it? Yeah, around that figure, I think. Those are the cash grants you got to distribute. You can't go giving out 500 cash grants and think it covers for everybody. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's why you're planning this thing secretly. You're pushing big thing on social media. Oh, President Irfan Ali, the people called me and talked about Eccles Playground. You're opposition leader now, right? You're waiting to be sworn in, then you're going to hire somebody to go and clean the Eccles ground? I mean, you have $191 billion to spend from. That's your budget. That's your charity budget. That's the budget for your foundation. While the government is trying to recover their loss, you can start spending some money and keep the bills. Keep the receipts. So you're distracting Guyanese, not Guyanese, your base, about Eccles and Eccles and Eccles, and somebody who has some new building. I know you're talking to Alan Nandalal. You're talking to Anil Nandalai. You see, Anil? I'm digressing here. You see, Anil Nandalal, you see why I was pissed with you? You went soft on the man. You cancel thing, you and the DPP, well, you're the boss anyway. Charges from GRA against this man. You didn't get him arrested and keep him in prison. You see what he's doing now? He's targeting you, Anil. He's talking about some huge 10-story building you just built somewhere at High Street or wherever for how much? Hundreds of millions. And on your salary, $2 million Guyana dollars a month. Are you really telling me the ministers earn that much? $2 million a month? 10,000 US dollars a month? I mean, do they? I got to rethink my choices. I have to rethink my choices in life. I would love to earn 10,000 a month. I would love to earn that. So I got to rethink. I'm going to start calling Ali, President Ali, say, hey man, make me some junior minister somewhere, because if you're paying them guys $2 million a month, I mean, come on, where's my cut? I need to earn $2 million too. I need to earn $2 million too. I mean, you have a minister there, another minister, junior minister, that he just got into office, some sports guy, I don't know who he is. And he's already making commercials. He's making commercials with himself and giving business to Gordon Mosley, promoting something coming up in February 2026, some walk or some health something. I mean, Ali, you see, you got to be the best president, man. Look how much fun these ministers are having. You got Azruddin now is attacking Nandalal about some property, some massive property. Then you had the other one attacking Mustafa. Then you had the other one attacking this one about some property. I mean, you're saying that these ministers had no other capabilities of earning or building themselves up before they become ministers, that somehow the windows of heaven was opened and blessings poured down to them, that they overnight they become billionaires, they got properties everywhere. Are you saying that that's what politics offers, Azruddin? You're really saying that? Imagine Anil Nandalal spared you. I have issues with Anil to this day because of that. He spared you. And now he's even giving you more hope. Anil Nandalal is even giving Azruddin more hope that when the speaker returns from his vacation, maybe he's going to go through the process and make Azruddin opposition leader. Imagine the man is giving you more hope when you're attacking the man talking about the man's property. Allegedly. You're distracting Guyanese from the fact that you promised the Lindeners their cash grant. So while you're busy filling people's heads with so-called Anil's properties wherever, some Eccles thing wherever, You're sending cash grants to Lindeners. Now I'm telling all Lindeners, spread this, share this live so the Lindeners would hear it. Share the live. Okay? Those who are from Linden, share the live. I'm telling you, my sources confirm that Azruddin Mohammed is planning to give cash grants to Lindeners. If you haven't heard about it, I'm telling you. So whenever we have some event, if you hear that Azruddin is on his way to town, and you hear that like an hour before he arrives, if you are having sex, tell that woman, listen, I'm pulling out for cash grants first. We can take that money and go to KFC, so you gotta hold that pussy for now. After we can continue. Round 2. But I can't stay in this hole and Azruddin is on his way with a cash grant. If you and your man has an issue, don't fight now. Say, hey, let's get the money first, we'll fight after. Whatever plans you have, put it on hold. As long as you hear Azruddin is on his way, put your plans on hold, because I'm telling you now, he is coming to Linden. Santa is coming to town before the 25th with the $250 Guyana, 250,000 Guyana dollars check, blank check, so that you write your name in it and you take it to his office, the Mohammed's Enterprise office, because you can't take it to the bank. You can't cash it to the bank. They don't have an account there for you to cash it. You get the cash grant, and then you go back to the Mohammed's Enterprise, wherever they are, with your ID and the proof that you voted for them, and you get your 250,000 cash. Oh yeah, that's what the sources said too. The thing is tricky. It's kind of tricky. You got to provide proof, evidence that you voted for them. I mean, you couldn't go in with your phone. I don't know where you get the evidence from. Maybe you have to take an oath. I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, Azruddin. No, no, seriously. That's what my sources tell me. I'm just putting that part in because I want to see how the heck he's going to prove that people actually voted for him. You got to swear. You got to put your hand on the money he has, and then you're like, I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me, Azruddin, I voted for you. When you sold your soul before, now you sold your identity. But take the money. Take the money. It's cash. I mean, President Ali, out of the kindness of his heart, he's offering 50,000 to the disabled community. Azruddin is offering 250,000 to the Lindeners. It's not an act of kindness, because all the other people who voted, they ain't got nothing to get. They have nothing to get. So spread the word, Lindeners. Spread the word. Tell the people, tell your community that you receive credible information from a reliable source, from a trusted voice. I'm a trusted voice. That when the Win people are coming to town, they are coming to town with cash grants. What you can protest for from now, what you can protest for is that you don't want checks. You want cash. So tell Azruddin now, however you can, when you come in, don't bring any checks. Bring 250,000 in cash. We want the cash when you come. We don't want checks. So when he comes, let him truckload of money. And you stand in line and take your and count it. Count it. Make sure it's not counterfeit. Count the money. Get a scanner and scan it to make sure it's real. But that's the good news for you Lindeners. Finally, you get your cash grant. Thank Azruddin, not me. I'm just leaking the story. I'm leaking it. And like I said, it's 250. It's 250. That's what he agreed to. Don't let them come giving you 10,000 or 50,000 or 100,000. It's 250,000 Guyana dollars. That was the agreement. Okay? That's what he has to give you. The rest of you who wouldn't get from the rest of Guyana, good for you. It's good for you. You're not going to get a cent. That teaches you. 2030, put your stamp on the PPP. Because right now, the disabled community, most of them didn't vote. And they're from all walks of life, all ethnicity, every part of Guyana. And they're receiving cash grants from the government. The government don't care about who you vote for, what you look like. The government serves Guyanese, all Guyanese. Look at this asshole, only serving the Lindeners who voted for him. And they all wouldn't get it. I guarantee you, they won't get it. So when you see Azruddin, don't be concerned about distractions. Say, no, I don't want to hear about Eccles and stuff. We heard about that, we know. I want to hear about my cash grant. When am I getting it? When are you coming to Linden? Start posting it now on your page. Azruddin is giving 250,000 Guyana dollars cash to Lindeners before Christmas. You don't want toys, you can buy it yourself. There are no toys. We don't want toys, we don't want clothes. We might be black, but not stupid. We know how to spend money. We want our cash grant. The 250,000, we want that. Thank me later. You don't have to send donations to me. Spend the money. You get it, spend it. You deserve it. Okay? Now back to Alan Nandala. You were soft on Win, on Azruddin. You don't have to tell us, Mr. Nandalal, how detrimental making Azruddin opposition leader is. I've been talking about that forever. The president warned the country long before elections. The vice president. We've been saying this forever. You coming now and saying that makes no difference. The country knows that. We are fully aware of the danger, the embarrassment, okay, about having this criminal as an opposition leader sworn in. We know that what you should be doing, Anand Nandalal, is supporting the speaker. You as a attorney general, you have to stand and protect the rights of the speaker against officiating in this most detrimental act. Because the law cannot compel the speaker to hold no session. The law cannot. The courts can't have jurisdiction over that. And judges, the courts should be free from politics. The Guyanese judicial system should not meddle in politics. They should be immune from politics. So no court could come in and say, we're ordering the speaker. That's a political situation. The speaker putting together the day or whatever it is, it's a political agenda. It ain't nothing to do with human rights. So if the man wants to exercise his rights as the speaker under the Constitution, he alone can set aside a date. He alone can decide the time, and he, the speaker alone, can chair that session, or he has to appoint the clerk of the parliament. Why would he do that? Why would he appoint the clerk of the parliament to officiate with that? Mr. Manzoor Nadir, some people are calling you a PPP stooge, whatever. But if they know Guyana's history, political history, Manzoor Nadir was the head of the TUF, is it? TUF? But a political party. He wasn't PPP. It's a merge of understanding, a merge of understanding. But Manzoor Nadir is an independent man. He's nobody's stooge. The man was fighting against a lot of issues with the PPP and the PNC back in the day. He was always a man that stood independent. But to Guyana together, to unite Guyana, he may have consolidated his support under the PPP. better than going with the PNC. But it doesn't mean that the PPP controls Mansour Nadir. You know who Mansour Nadir is? The man is no asshole. He's no boy. The man is a giant. He's another Jack Deal. You can't control those men. You can't tell those men what to do. You think Mansour is going to stoop to Irfan or stoop to Ali? I mean, stoop to Jack Deal? You better research who Mansour Nadir is. The man is no joke. I understand the man's character. That's what I'm saying. The decisions the man makes is not in favor of anybody. He's going according to the Constitution, and he has Guyana's interest at heart. Let the man stay on his vacation and recruit, because he got to come back to deal with a messed up parliament. 36 sane people, 36 mentally stable, sane people, as against a bunch of fuck-ups. That's what Mansour has to deal with in the future. So what you should be doing, Mr. Nandala, is standing with Mansour Nadir. Don't pressure the man to hold no sitting. Don't do that. Let the man do it whenever it's convenient. Wait and let the process play out with the Mohammeds. Wait, let the process play out. See what happens after the 10th of December, and let the man go on his extradition journey. Let Azruddin go on his vacation now. He worked hard for the past 3 months. He worked hard. He spoke a lot. You know, he did a lot of stuff, and now he's making promotion videos. He's out from hiding, but he's doing song dubbing. He's working according to a script, voiceover, dubbing. When they're editing it, he has to be in the studio wherever and read a script, so it seems like he's talking live. You think we're stupid, no, Azruddin? Your base is stupid. But he's out making this commercial, and then when they go together to edit it, he has to be there and read the stuff back. The people from Eccles called me and say to come and take a look at this situation in Eccles with the playground. Azruddin never sung like that naturally. He never songs like that. This is what they have to do now. The man cannot speak in real time. He can't do live. They have to edit. Give him a script, rehearse the script with him, read it with him, put it on a teleprompter to make the words huge. Then they have to take several takes and say, okay, read again, read again, read again. The next thing you know, they will do an AI version of Azruddin's voice. So the AI version would read and say, you think it's him. They'll do that soon. Don't fall for the trap. Win voters, win supporters. Don't fall for the trap. You are smarter than that. You have free education in Guyana. President Ali is giving you free education. Don't fall for the trap. Azruddin is stupid. He's a stupid man. Tell him you want your cash grant. Okay? Tell him you want him to deal with his crimes. Answer the questions about the extradition, about the indictment, about the paper shorts issue. Let him do a live and answer those questions. Tell him, say, hey, buddy, we know all the stuff the PPP did. You ain't the only one who are exposing the PPP. We know, but we don't want to hear about that. We already get that information from the stink mouth, smelly smell, and this wannabe homosexual Rickford Burke. We hear from them. We want to hear from you about the charges the Americans brought against you. Did you or did you not pay 75,000 American dollars for that Lamborghini? We want to know the site you bought it from, the company. We want to know that, because when we searched on Google, it says that Lamborghini is 850,000 American dollars. Almost $1 million. So we want to know, how is it that you got it for 75,000? A billionaire. Answer these questions online, Azruddin. This is what you need to be answering. Don't come with no bullshit about, oh, Eccles ground. You're buying boat engine for people. How much would it cost you, Azruddin, to hire some of the grass cutters to come with their machine and just clean the place? How much would it cost you? It would be very, very low, very low. That money would put gas in your Lamborghini. You can just pay and get it done. You want the attention, fine. You get the attention. Now get it done. For the people who would not come to collect their cash grant, use that cash grant and clean the ground of echoes. Clean the ground of echoes. Use some of the cash grant you're going to give out and clean the ground. You're looking for a contractor? I know a lot of contractors. I do. So I can contact a contractor for you. So you can give them the contract to clean the ground. Anyway, folks, I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. Speaking of Linden, nobody talks about Sam Hines anymore. And by the way, back in the day, I used to have issues too, you know. I used to have issues. Real issues, serious issues. And a few times, Sam Hines helped me to solve some problems I've been having. Yes, Prime Minister then, Sam Hines, helped me. Whenever I go to see Sam Hines, if I call him from my office, his secretary would put me through. And he would like, okay, if you're free now, you can come because I'm at the office. And when I go to Sam Hines' office there at High Street, somewhere around the Pegasus area, that's where the Prime Minister's office was at the time. When I go there, and I have to talk, when I talk with Sam Hines, it's just me and him. Just me and him. And those days, he wasn't concerned about how young I was. He was a fan of my shows. He liked my shows. He loved the Dr. Love shows. He used to talk about it. I mean, even Jagdio. Once Jagdio said, and you can ask him. One time Jagdio said, I think it was a program, he says, you know, when I want to clear my mind, when I'm home and I don't want to be bothered with politics, I want to clear my mind, I tune into Channel 4. I watch Dr. Love because I get a kick out of it and I get a chance to distract my head from all this politics stuff. Yeah, Jagdio at one time thanked me for giving him something other than the nastiness in politics. Well, now he can't thank me because all I talk about now is politics. But Sam Hines was very kind to me many times. Many times. At one time, I think he made a donation. Yeah, the same Sam Hines. That's why I never talk bad about the guy. I like the guy. Because, look, I like people who like me. If you like me, you support me, I like you. But I don't like you if you don't like me. If you don't support me, I don't like you. I like people who support me, who give me nice things, who spread my show, who share the live, who make comments, who talk about nice things. I like people like that. That's why the PPP people are my people, because they like me, I like them. So I like Sam Hines because Sam Hines like me. So yes, name the Linden Bridge after Sam Hines. Come on, nothing is named after the man. I mean, it's ridiculous. The man is now, where is he now? Ambassador somewhere? I forgot, but somewhere he is. He is still representing Guyana. He is still busy with Guyana. Even out of office, he is still struggling and fighting and representing and promoting Guyana to this day. So name the bridge in Linden after Samuel Hines. Okay? Samuel Hines River Bridge. What's the full name? Anyway, Samuel Hines River Bridge, the bridge of Linden, the bridge that the Ali government is building, should be dedicated to Sam Hines because he is from Linden. At least we know Linden produced a lot of great people. But it seems like all the prime ministers of Guyana has to come from Linden. All the prime ministers has to come from Linden. That's a question I have to ask too. Why? Why only Linden? The president can come from anywhere, but the prime minister must only come from Linden. There are other parts of the country. Why can't the Prime Minister come from Essequibo or Berbice or Demerara or Danamstel? The president is from Leonora. Jagdeo is where Jagdeo is from, Myconi, Berbice, anyway. But only Linden, the prime ministers are from, because now the Prime Minister Brigadier, the Prime Minister now, he's from Linden. Sam Hines, Linden. The only two we had. I mean, the one with Ramatara, who was that? I forgot that. Anyway, but with the PNC, the Prime Minister is not from Linden, because the Prime Minister in the PNC time, where is he from? But name the bridge after Sam Hines. Give him that due. Give Sam Hines that due. It is important. I like Sam Hines. Okay, I like the guy. He was always nice to me. He's always good to me. I like the man. I hope he still watches my show. Now he's going to say, what happened to Dr. Love? He's such a nice spoken guy, so sweet. I love. What happened? Why did he become like this? I mean, I can't believe it. He's cussing now. Yeah, Sam Hines. If I didn't do it, we wouldn't win again. I had to change. I had to adapt to the times of the scraps and the scrapes. Otherwise, the PPP would not have won again. So forgive me, sir, but I ain't got a choice. I don't have a choice. Bar Jagdeo, forgive me, I don't have a choice. I had to. I got to keep fighting. Because remember, now we have Priyamani Chand, who's going to be president. You don't want me to be a good guy in this time, because the attacks that will come against her, you need me to stay me, because we need to get that 40 seats for Priya. That'll be a woman. Look at what they're doing to President Allen. He's a man. They're giving him all kinds of fake children. They're giving him all kinds of side chicks. They're spreading all of these propaganda about Ali. They're talking about all these nasty things about Jagdeo. Look at what they're doing to men. Imagine what they're going to do to Priya. So, Hines, respectfully, I need to have a sister's back. I got to be there for Priya. I got to make sure that I step up. I got to learn to cuss some more. I got to Google it. And how do you talk street talk? How do you cuss? Because all I do is say fuck. And son of a bitch. I know much words. My vocabulary in that respect is not that wide. I still need to learn how to be street talker. So I'm still nice, Jagdeo. I'm still nice. I ain't there yet. But you see, the next few years that's coming, I got to step it up. I have to step it up, because we need to make Priyamani Chand president. We need to. But please, name the bridge after Sam Hines. Now, you know what prostate cancer is. You know what a prostate is. Prostate is, right? The prostate to a man, I mean, it's kind of a sick thing people say, or the medical team say, but they say that a man's prostate is like the G-spot of a woman. The fuck is that? The prostate of a man is like the G-spot of a woman. Or if you stimulate the prostate, you can have ejaculation. Encouraging men to bugger. Because imagine you putting your finger in a man's ass and stimulating his prostate. And the pleasure you're giving him from that. What is stopping him from taking a dick in his ass for the same purpose? Don't push that thing. Don't sell that thing that a man's prostate is like a woman's G-spot. It ain't the same. Well, I don't know. But it can never be the same. However, prostate cancer is a real thing. It's same like the uterus, cancer of the uterus. Ovarian cancer, same kind of cancer that the women experience with their uterus, and some women have to deal with fibroid and things like that. Men have the issue too. And prostate is a real fucked up thing because people can die from that. Men die from that. You can lose your sex life, you can lose your erection, you can become impotent from prostate cancer or inflammation of the prostate. Now, I'm not a medical doctor. I do have some research experience, but what I can tell you from what I know is that the prostate of the man is directly connected to his sex life. His sex life. Meaning the production of sperm, the production of semen. The prostate has a lot to do with that. If a man has a weak prostate, it will affect his sex life. So what I want to say on my part, when you look at the data as to the kind of men that are often affected when it comes to their prostate, most are married men. Most are men beyond a certain age. Why? Because married men get the least sex. Married men get the least fucking sex. You understand? Single men don't have issues with prostate. Gay men don't have issues with prostate. Only married men. Because them homosexuals, they are constantly stimulated, constantly, as often as possible, because men don't say no to that. The average men who call themselves straight, they always want to push their dick in some hole somewhere. But since the prostate is responsible largely for a man's sex life, what do you think happens? If the man don't get the opportunity to ejaculate as often as possible, I ain't talking fucking masturbating. You masturbate, you come. When you fuck, you ejaculate. There's a different experience when you're having sex than when you're masturbating. The more often a man has sex, is the healthier his prostate will be. The less chances that he will be affected with any kind of cancer. And the more long his dick would last. It's called sexercise. But if the man don't have sex and he has to depend on a wet dream to bleed his prostate, he don't have sex, he got a wife, she's never horny because she always have some fucking issues with him, but yet she's masturbating to some guy online or some fucking side guy somewhere, she's jerking off to him. But the man in the house, he ain't getting no pussy. He is stressing. And that stress affects the prostate because he has no time now to ejaculate. So the sperm is built up. Then it goes back into the prostate and it cannibalizes itself because they got to find somewhere to come out. It's not coming out. The prostate is not getting a chance to produce more sperm. So there's a backed up, and then the stress, the added stress on that organ is what contributes to all those cells that are being born, those cancer cells. You have to drain your prostate as often as possible. As often as possible. And what is draining the prostate? Pre-cum. Pre-cum. You know what pre-cum is? Well, not women will know that. Yeah, women will know because it's when a woman's orgasm, you have the plateau stage. The plateau stage is when she has the pre-cum. The pre-cum is when she starts to feel like she wants to urinate. Something is dripping out. It's like the wetness is increasing. Directly after that, she explodes. You can't have a pre-cum and then you stop. No. As long as the pre-cum starts to flow, orgasm after. That's it. As long as the pre-cum starts to flow as a man, the sperm is right behind there. The pre-cum is what clears the passageway for the sperm to have a smooth flow out. The pre-cum lubricates the passageway so the sperm can flow, and it also helps to carry the sperm. The pre-cum is what comes out of the prostate. The sperm comes from the scrotum, but the pre-cum comes from the prostate, and it helps to bring the sperm. So if you're not if your sperm ain't coming out, your sperm only coming out once a fucking month or once a year or whenever it's your birthday or Father's Day, then you get some pussy. What do you think happens? It suppresses your organs. You kill the man slowly, women. You kill the fucking man slowly. If your pussy is not available, suck his dick, man. Do some shit. But don't stress the man out because you are not in the mood. He must keep his dick in his pants and get prostate fucking cancer. You think it's easy going for that surgery? When a man goes for the surgery of prostate cancer, he can die. And most of the time, they do die. Their dick dies. Their dick dies. No more erection. They have to live the rest of their life looking at porn and imagining shit. Or they got to use their tongue to stimulate the woman, but they can't feel pressure. Viagra don't work on those situations. Save your man. The older he is, the older the man is, the more pussy you better give him. The older a man is the more sex he requires. The more sex he fucking requires. Less stress, more sex. Younger men are busy obsessing about bullshit. They don't want pussy. Older men need pussy, lots of it. So please, ladies, you want to deal with the issue of prostate cancer on the rise in Guyana? Let pussy availability be on the rise in Guyana, okay? Let pussy availability. You don't want them gay men going stealing your man. Because gay thing transmit diseases. And they will not say no to the man. No. Their BT is always ready. You got to make sure your pussy is always ready. If you're not in the mood, make yourself in the mood. Get yourself in the fucking mood. But save the man. Don't be like Smelly Smell and these others. Don't be like them. We want our president to live long. We want the president to live long. So I said to the First Lady, give him a hall pass. Because you hear cancer, prostate cancer is a bad thing. The president needs to have regular sex. Lots of pussy. Regular sex. And whether a man's dick is long or short, no consequence. Sex is sex. Okay? I'm a man, I can tell you. The lack of sex, you're fucked. You stress the fuck out. Stress the fuck out, especially if you are straight. If you are straight and you like women, you are the most depressed man. But that men who you see jumping around with gay men, they ain't got problems. They have zero problems because homosexual men are always available. Always. It's the women that are stressing out straight men like me. Women. All some fucking issue. They got pain, they're in a period, the doctor says some shit, they gotta wait, all kinds of fucking nonsense. And you the man, you ain't got a choice. You gotta worry about prostate cancer. Anyway. This program is funded by viewers like you. Do subscribe, share the channel, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my TikTok and Facebook, and please make sure that you contribute to the show. Without you, this is not possible. Send your contributions via Zelle or Western Union or MoneyGram. Make contact with me on the WhatsApp number, and I will give you the details of how you can wire via MoneyGram or Western Union. But if you have Zelle, the Zelle account, you can do it via Zelle. Until next time, have a good one. Bye now.